broadcasting live from the coffee shop, bringing you guys some big information on the whole QAnon thing. So recently I was made aware, along with some other people, of some information about the origins of Q that basically fit perfectly with exactly what I've been telling you guys for months about this whole situation. So I'm not necessarily discussing the current version of Q or whoever's running it now, which I don't know, but this goes back to the origins of QAnon, and it's just more information confirming that I was right about this entire thing. So this was sent to, you can see the people on the screen here, which is interesting why no one else has connected these dots yet, since they all got this. Ladies and gentlemen, I've located Q. Yes, from Israel. The mask is now off. Q was an Israeli op, as some of us suspected. Okay? And I can actually prove this, very much so. So the person they're saying is this CodeMonkeyz guy right here. 8chan admin, developer right here, CodeMonkeyz. Okay? If you go to this page here, this is CodeMonkeyz, about CodeMonkeyz. You see, CodeMonkeyz is a blog I've been waiting to write for a while now. It contains my thoughts, opinions, and various musings on everything from coding to management to coffee. Blah, blah, blah. I'm Daniel. I live in Tel Aviv, Israel with my wife. I'm an entrepreneur, software developer, and a huge coffee geek. I built my first program in DOS Q Basic back in '95. Okay, so you can see this guy here is pretty much who helped Microchip and some of these other people take it over, as I reported a while back, okay? And they're all in with the same group of people. So, if we take a look at this guy's thing, he's connected to this other guy, Aaron, okay? Aaron, right here, you can see on the screen, worked with guys like Lestat, who was an ex-3301 member, okay, who got kicked out of that. He also got kicked out of the QAnon thing. But here you go. You can see, remember, Aaron is a big QAnon guy. Proof that Lestat was with Q. This is Arturo's artwork on page 1. He even put cicadas in there. So if you click on this and you open it up, this is aaron.ziegler.wordpress. You can see the cicada stuff like right away. Okay. Let's get a blog here. Alright. We go through all types of stuff, okay? The interesting thing to me about all this is this Aaron Ziegler guy also is here. As you can see, Aaron R. Ziegler, got the big Israeli thing, okay? Writing about Seth Rich, okay? So we have this whole thing here, just talking about using artificial intelligence, which lines right up with what I said. If you guys go back and you check out these two videos here first, so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. There was a bot army made by that Quinn Michaels guy that helped launch this thing into relevancy. So that's where I think that ties in. Okay. Now, a lot of these guys were connected together and stuff like that. You can see here, Daniel Sure, this guy, is the one I was showing you about earlier. Okay. This is CodeMonkeyz. One of the interesting things about this Aaron R. Ziegler guy right here, this Aaron Ziegler dude, is according to Random Rants Orion, he was a Unirock mod back in the day. I don't know if he still is or not, I don't care, but it just shows you that, as I said before, 3 of the people that helped create the whole thing and launch it into relevancy, whether they knew they were doing it or not, but they still had a huge part to play in making QAnon as relevant as it became in the very beginning. One of them was Defango, who, if you go and you watch this video that he just did 18 hours ago, you can hear what he has to say about it. You know. Alright, so he just says right there in this video, you start at 141 and listen to about 145. He'll talk about how he launched the Q thing. He did it by himself, but he worked with other people like Microchip and stuff like that. Just like I said before, you can go back and check my videos on this. In these 2 parts here, and then up here, QAnon, Microchip, and Cicada 3301, hashtag Follow the White Rabbit. Hashtag Follow the White Rabbit came out before QAnon and was the precursor to QAnon. That's how you could find it, and it goes all the way back as far as the game 23. They find 17s and everything, and they're like, oh, Q confirmed, 17 and all this stuff. Well, if you go back and you look through it, that's where it came from. It was this whole Cicada thing. And then, as Defango states here, they put the around, I don't know, 1 minute 40 something. He's talking about how they put the, here you can see someone says Matlock. They put the trip code out themselves, burning their own op, letting anyone else take over QAnon. So they had the password. They were bragging about the password before it got taken over with the trip code change. And they knew that. That's the proof. Like, the fact that they knew Matlock was the trip code, okay, before it became public, and they just started saying it publicly, okay? So they released it back then, and he's connected in. He admitted working with Microchip and all this stuff. So there you go. These are the real origins of QAnon, okay? And, of course, it ties back to Israel, Tel Aviv, Israel, okay, and then this other guy, Aaron R. Ziegler, okay, this guy right here, when you look at his stuff, he ties back as well, okay, so, there's Daniel, which is CodeMonkeyz, right here. Okay, and you can see that this guy, Aaron R. Ziegler, sports Zionism, stuff like that, he was a mod for Unirock, which is why Unirock is so tight in with InfoWars. If you go to his channel and type in his main channel here, 38,000 subscribers, you type in QAnon, some of his most watched videos are all about QAnon. He pushed a ton of QAnon stuff, helped it turn into what it became eventually. You can see just going through his channel, the storm is here. Was QAnon talking about this? Right? So he even had the bakers on his channel. QAnon on InfoWars, 8chan Reddit mods bakers interviewed. But he's never told you that one of his own mods, this guy, this Aaron R. Ziegler guy, was one of the people behind the very beginning of it, working with people like CodeMonkeyz. And then eventually he was taken over and pushed heavy by who? Oh, that's right. It was, here you can see Aaron R. Ziegler. It's your mensch, Aaron. Love you both, my brothers. Keeping it real for Israel. Okay? And this is one of Unirock's old mods, this Aaron Ziegler guy. I'm the scientist who unveiled that AI can express empathy. Right? And he's linking to that thing by CodeMonkeyz there, right? So that connects him to CodeMonkeyz. Okay? And these 2 images here are sent to me by Random Rants Orion. Okay, Aaron R. Ziegler, Zionist. who helped push QAnon at the beginning, before whoever took it over? This guy, Jerome Corsi, the Poland connection. And this whole article here, Hidden Tax on Humanity, gets into his connections to the B'nai B'rith Mutual Fund, okay, which Jerome Corsi helped set up. You can go look through my channel and see the videos I've done on that. B'nai B'rith Mutual Fund right here is tied in with the ADL, which is what censors the internet, okay? It's committed to the security and continuity of the Jewish people in the state of Israel, okay? Stems from a system of fraternal lodges, okay? What does this sound like to you guys, other than the New World Order right here, okay? And this is what Jerome Corsi helped run, as is revealed in this document here, this article here, I should say, where it talks about his connections to not only the Rockefellers, but the B'nai B'rith Mutual Fund as an Israeli agent who helped push the QAnon thing. Okay, you're seeing a lot of Israel stuff surrounding this whole QAnon thing. I hope you are, because that's what's going on here. That's why they push stuff like, you know, regime change Iran and all these things. So that's it. That's the answer. Unfortunately for everyone, it was guys like Lestat, this Aaron guy, CodeMonkeyz, Microchip, Defango, the Cicada group, basically, group of Cicada people that were the origins of QAnon. I don't know who's running QAnon now. I'm not making any claims about that. And if you want to go back and see the rest of the evidence that I pieced together, it's all there. You can also go through my channel and you can see the stuff I've done on Jerome Corsi. Okay. Jerome Corsi, you know, just countering all the stuff that he puts out because he's, you know, a Zionist shill, okay? So, anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Yeah, so I'll be back later. I got a lot of other stuff for you guys, but that's what I wanted to put out there, just so you all know what was up. Oh, definitely go and watch STWT 71, which is all about the ties between InfoWars and Israel and Russia, like Jewish billionaires in Russia, I should say. So go check that out. That's extremely important information to add on to the information I just gave you here. So go check out those original QAnon videos I did a while back. Go look at the updated one about Microchip. Go watch the end of that Defango video. Go check out this Alt Media Origins video. And go check out a channel called No More News, okay, which has been exposing InfoWars ties to running, you know, Israeli propaganda. And just go look at the people on InfoWars and stuff like that. You know, if you go here and you type in Israel into Unirock's little thing, barely anything comes up, okay? Nothing really indicting about them and Palestine or anything like that. You don't see him covering the anti-BDS laws, anything like that. And you can go through that with pretty much any of these InfoWars-connected people. You know, like Owen Schroyer has no clue what he's talking about when it comes to, you know, all this stuff. If you go watch, I'll show you here. This here. This is No More News, basically wiping the floor with Owen Schroyer recently. So this is definitely worthwhile watching as another addendum to all this. Just so you guys can see how Israeli controlled the alt media that we're going up against really is. And that's why you can basically look at who criticizes Israel and realize who gets on InfoWars and who doesn't. All right? So when you have foreign agents working for foreign propaganda, you should call that out because it's un-American. So I don't care how much you like InfoWars' products and stuff like that. They are pushing Israeli propaganda, which is foreign propaganda, on the American people. And so are all of their agents. And that's why I'm one of the main people they come after, because I'm one of the main people that exposes this. Okay? Peace, everyone. God bless. Take care.